Hey YouTube, so Curtis Spade here, out and about for the flea market. It's about 6:30. I should be getting there at 7 o'clock, and it opens up around 8. Usually the resellers or the other game hunters don't get out that early, so I should be getting first dibs on a good bit. I am dragging some major ass this morning. I'm so tired. I didn't get to bed until about 3 hours ago. So anyways, I have to get up and get out there, or I'd be kicking myself in the ass all day, trying to wonder what would have been out there. So let me take y'all with me, and let's see what we get this week. Alright, so we're arriving at the flea market, and there's actually quite a bit more people set up than usual around this time, but customer base, the parking lot is pretty empty, which is good. I might have to start coming out a little bit earlier, but let's see all what we get. Alright.
Right there. You go up the side road right here.
Okay, so I've had about 3 trips around the whole flea market by now. The only thing I really saw was the guy that usually sells video games, but he didn't really have anything, and just a few things here or there that weren't worth anything, like old Xbox games that didn't have any value to them, or nothing really good. But I did just run into Super Smash Brothers on the N64. It was the only game this guy had. He had a Super Nintendo with no hookups. But I asked him how much for the game. He goes $10. I tried to haggle him down to 7, 8. He wasn't having it. So I went ahead and just paid the 10 because I haven't found anything. So I was kind of desperate to get something. Not to mention it's still a decent price for that game. So hopefully I find something else. Hey YouTube, so I left the flea market. I only found a few things, just one game and 2 strategy guides. I went to a pawn shop a couple minutes down the road from the flea market, and I bought a disc-only copy of Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. It's got both discs in there. The good news is I only paid $1 for it. The bad news is on the inner ring of disc 1, there's a small crack, and you probably won't be able to see it. But it doesn't go too far into the game, so maybe I can get lucky and maybe it'll work. Not really holding my breath, but I figured, hey, $1 for disc 2 is not too shabby. I could sell it for like $10 on eBay or whatever. So once I get back to the house, I'll test it out and I'll let you know if it works. See you then. So I'm back at the house and I'm going to do a quick recap of the things that I picked up at the flea market this weekend. Today is Sunday. I ended up going back today. So I'm going to show you everything I got yesterday and today. Yesterday, I only grabbed a few things. I ended up getting a strategy guide for Pokemon Emerald on the Game Boy Advance. And it still has the poster in it. I just think it's really cool to get some of these older strategy guides, and it's in really good shape. And I also got a strategy guide for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. And no tears, no bends, no water damage. It's in really good shape. So that was a pretty good pickup as well. And the last thing that I picked up at the flea market on Saturday was Super Smash Brothers for the N64. And tested it, works, so really happy to pick that up. And so today I went back and I picked up a few more games. The first game being Tales of Symphonia for the Game Boy, or excuse me, for the GameCube. And I got it for $1. This is disc 2. Disc 1 is actually in the Game Boy, or why do I keep saying Game Boy? The GameCube right now. And I only paid $1 for it because disc 1 had a crack, a small crack on the inner ring right here, and I just took a chance on it. You know, I just basically told myself, hey, you know, I'm paying $1 for disc 2. But as you can tell, disc 1 works, and I've actually been playing it. So I'm really excited to be able to get that for $1. I also picked up a disc-only copy of Resident Evil 3 for the PlayStation. I've never played it on the PlayStation. I've played it on the GameCube before, and I think it's a pretty solid game. And my favorite pickup of the day, my favorite pickup of the day is a GameCube with the Legend of Zelda logo on it. It was I'm a huge Zelda fan, so I'm really happy to be able to get this box. It has the GameCube, the controller, all the hookups. It does not have the Zelda game inside of it, but I have 2 copies of the collector's edition, so I might just end up putting a copy in there and throwing it on my shelf. And the last thing that I picked up at the flea market was, doesn't have the case, the outer casing, but it does have the manual and the disc for Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is really cool because this is the second copy that I've gotten in the last week. I also picked up another copy in one of my previous videos for Craigslist, so I was really excited to get that as well. Okay, so after I left the flea market, I went to GameStop, and if you recall from another Craigslist video, I picked up Suikoden 3 for the PlayStation 2, and it is a complete copy. I ended up returning it to GameStop because another GameStop I saw online had a few games that I wanted, and I wanted to take advantage of their buy 2 get 1 free. So I, after paying for the difference and getting a game free, I of course got Suikoden 3 back. And I got a disc-only copy of Dot Hack Reminisce. And a disc-only, comes in a generic case and no manual, but it is Growlancer Generations. Disc 1 and 2. So, and I was really fortunate that the guy at GameStop was cooperative and willing to help me out with the return, so I can pick up with the buy 2 get 1 free. So that is all for the flea market. It was fairly slow. It did end up raining today, so fortunately I was able to get out there and get a few things before it scared off everyone. So just leave a comment below, tell me what you think the best pickup was, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all later. Peace.